You are now tuned in to Wildcat One Television.
Hello, good morning, afternoon, or night. My name's Jake Duncan. I'm here to go over some TeacherSites stuff with you today. Feel free to jump around in the video. If you have any questions, feel free to also email me. It's kduncan@splendorisd.org. Okay, I say we should go ahead and get into it. I'm just going to go ahead and show you everything that I probably showed you in the Prezi also. I'm going to spend about 10 minutes. Like I said, if you want to jump around, you can go to individual parts if you'd like to. All right, let's go ahead and get into it here. Okay. All right, first thing, I have gone to splendorisd.org/staff. I'm going to log in. Got to remember my login password. Okay, I think the first thing that we did when we're looking is I wanted to let you know that the help manual is right here. If you click on the help manual, you get a quick start guide, which is not the most helpful thing, but everything for the specific apps that you've got should be very helpful. You've got videos for them. If I click on Quick Start, I'll show you that there are videos for admin navigation, which you probably wouldn't need, but editing your home page, there's not one for, but it takes you through step by step everything you can do on there. So I'm going to close that. We went to edit design first, the site design. I think the first thing that you wanted to do is probably change it from communication to your default. Well, I forget what your default one is, but you probably don't want to stick with just the holiday ones all the time. You don't want to have a back to school one because you might not get to edit it as often as you would think that you would. So I'd pick something that relates to your class as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to go through that. I'm going to go ahead and go over here to login information. The most important thing is changing your password so that it won't be the first initial, last initial, and 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and you're welcome to change your passwords there. Under contact info, that tab, you can fill all this information out. There's not a whole lot of information there that you'd want except for your website-friendly name. That way you can change it from the default if it's got a name or misspelled or anything like that. Under site options here, this is where you can go to change that logo image that you've got, and you can pick just about any picture that you've got downloaded to do it. It'll probably shrink it to that correct size. So you can just pick any picture that would represent you. A lot of people are picking their schools, it seems like, which school you graduated from, and I know that we want to make sure that we push that for the kids, that what options they've got for college, and they got just about everything they could imagine. Under navigation, there's not much here that you'd want except that it tells you where do you want your apps to show up. Is there anything that you want to show up here at the top right instead of over on the side? Admins we don't need much of. I'm going to go ahead and click on main menu. We did edit site design. I'm going to go ahead and go to applications next. Under your applications, you can see that I've got only 3 turned on. I can show the ones that I don't have turned on under inactive sections right here. And if I wanted to add these things, you're more than welcome to go into each one, and you can do that. Forms are basically sort of surveys. So if you wanted to have parents sign up for certain things for some event or activity that you got going on, you're welcome to do that too. Under advanced over here, you can set up an email center to where it will automatically, or you can email, of course you can do this through groups on regular Outlook also, but you can send emails or allow visitors to sign up so that they will receive your emails, sort of like a podcast or any RSS feed. Under management here, you've got some user options that you can it takes you back to those main ones again. I'm going to go back to main menu again, and let's go ahead and get into the actual pages. Here's where you can add your subpages if you want to. I've got 10 of them. I've got one for just about each class that I had. I had an online semester exam that they could take there, and then of course the TeacherSites videos are right here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to main menu again. Click on my home page this time, and this is where you can add all of your images. You can upload those, and you can edit the ones that you've already got uploaded right here. So then I could go and delete those if I wanted to. This one is an animated GIF, so you can add animated GIFs and have animations on yours also. I'll go back to the main images page and see if there was anything else there. You can decide how many that you would like, and if you wanted to shrink them to certain pixel sizes, you can go up to 400. 400 is going to be pretty big, so 200 works well for me. And how many would you like to the right of what you're writing on the main page under page info, and how many would you like to display in each row underneath it after that. Under files, you can upload just about any kind of file. You could upload MP3s if you wanted to let students listen to an audio, any PDF file, any Word document file, just any kind of document that you want. Which three do I have uploaded? I've just got some PNG files, just picture files that we use a lot in class, our logos and stuff like that. Under links, I've got just about every link known to man. You can do this on its own page if you wanted to. You can make a separate page just for links, and you can just make it nothing but links. These are all of our school Wildcat One TV channels that we've got: Twitter, our separate social network, our Ning site, everything. So you can just link anything that you want to. Just get that URL, copy and paste it right here, and then what do you want it to actually show up as saying? So I wanted mine to say follow us on Twitter, so I typed that right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go back to page info, the most important thing, where you're actually going to be typing everything. So right here, you see you've got rich text editors. Anything that you wanted to, you can, if you don't want to show links to anything and you want to put those on your main page also, you can just go ahead and highlight a word and click on the link button here, and then you can make that word link to something so you don't have any ugly URL showing up. Let's see. You can embed a bunch of stuff here. You can see that they don't show up at the school, but they will show up outside of school, the stuff that I've got embedded. And then to just embed something, all you've got to do is click on HTML. I say all you've got to do. If you click where you'd want it to be over here, let's say I want it to be right after that now, and then go to HTML, it should show up, and I could just paste in it did not. So you'd probably want to do it in order. You'd be looking for a little, and I won't get too far into this, but you'll be looking for this. This tells you that it's a page break. It's basically hitting enter, so this would be the start of a new line. You can see that there's something else already right here, so it'd be sitting right on top of something. I could copy and paste this and then put it in between those two. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So Control-C on a PC, Command-C on a Mac, and then Command-V. So then I've given myself a space right there to embed something else in the middle of those two things that I've already gotten. That probably only applies to specific people, a group of just a few people, so I'm not going to go ahead and go over that too much, but if you need any help with that, again, give me a call if you want to. So there's HTML stuff right there. I've just got basic stuff on my main page when my conference time is. I've embedded a Voki, and I can play that Voki, and it will... Okay, I assume it's playing. I can't hear it. So that was me. So that's my sort of a welcome thing. You could probably you can go ahead and put a picture of yourself there. That'd be a good idea to do. But I taught kids how to Photoshop, so I really didn't want a picture of myself there because they could do anything that they wanted to with that. So this is basically where you're going to want everything. If you want to go back, or where everything is that you would need to be working on for the most part. Under main menu again, I can go back to and edit those subpages that I've got. So I could go back and edit my the information I've got from my Principles of Audiovisual Technology by clicking right here. I could have subpages underneath my subpages, and those would show up right here, if that makes sense. So if I had 3 pages underneath Principles of Audiovisual Technology, those would show up as 1, 2, 3 right here, and I would have to click on those to actually do them. You could go quite far with it. I'm going to go back to the main menu and see if there's anything that I think that I missed. I'm not sure about how long I've gone here. Okay, we did the applications, we did advanced and management. Going into these things, I would turn them off, a lot of these things off if you're not going to use them. You don't want to have I'm going to click on view site so I can take a look at what my site looks like right now. You don't want to have a bunch of stuff over here with nothing in it. If I had, go down real quick. If I had, which ones do I have off? If I had my calendar, my book list, and links turned on, then whenever I click on view site, I'll do that for book list because I don't have anything for it. So it added it to it. I'm going to go ahead and view the site again, which I had down here. I'll open that one and close them both in a second. Okay, so now it'll show up over. My book list shows up at the top right because that's where I've sold it to in my navigation. But there's nothing on book list, so when I click there, that's pretty disappointing to see. So if you don't use it, then just go ahead and turn it off. Like I said before in the Prezi, you can always go back and turn them on and add more stuff if you want to start podcasting. Puzzles, I've just got puzzles of me. You could actually add good puzzles for, say, I'm just thinking parts of a cell, stuff like that. And some of them they can be really difficult. No one's ever even finished this one of the spider and some mushrooms. It's this one, and you actually have to rotate the pieces. It's very hard. You can make this difficult, but it's probably not worth it for our teacher pages. I'm going to go back to the main menu one last time. Let's see if there was anything else. Okay, again, a help menu is very helpful. First thing you want to do is make sure you edit the site design. Pick something that's it relates to you. And then under your home page, just go ahead and set it up with a bunch of general information that would help parents to get a hold of you or to find out what you're doing in class. This should get you started, I hope. Again, I keep saying, but if you have any questions, please give me a holler. Yep. I don't have I'm at 2 campuses this year, and Laura Woods is at a couple campuses this year also, so probably would be easiest to get a hold of us through email, kduncan@splendorisd.org or lwoods@splendorisd.org. Rick Moyer is also doing this in another room somewhere else right now. So any questions, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. We want to make our teacher sites as good as possible. Oh, one thing that I did not mention was go into statistics. You can go see how many visitors are looking at your page and each subpage, and see if you're doing a good job of getting your information out there to people in a place that they can find it. So if nobody's visiting that page, it's probably because it's either doesn't have useful information or it's just in a difficult place to find. So that'll do it. Appreciate you watching. Like I said, we're here to help. Anything that we can do, please give us a holler, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Wildcat One TV.